Good life, easy, baby. We're back.
Again.
Good life, easy.
Rahul,
What's going on today?
the government of India
All right, straight into it.
is beefing
Okay.
with all the social media platforms. The government of India is having a beef with
Since a while.
Facebook, Twitter,
Since a while?
WhatsApp,
Since a
OTT
while-
platforms.
OTT, I was going to get to that OTT. They said
OTT platforms also.
Basically, in the laws and in that whole document, there was a separate page only for OTT and separate page for digital news
Samajh.
and separate page for social media platforms.
Samajh. Online life is going to change.
So what's going on now?
ठीक है,
What
तो-
is the where are we right now?
Okay, first,
Now what do I have to deal with again? Huh, boss?
I'll give a brief explanation of what's happening from what I read.
Yeah.
So the government of India introduced some new IT rules in February.
Correct.
Gave all these platforms 3 months to adhere by
Comply.
it, and some of the rules are basically, the most important rule is that every company with over 50 lakh users will have to appoint 3 officers.
True.
One is going to be a nodal contact officer,
True.
who's going to be basically the guy who's going to be the middleman between the company and the government and
Correct.
the police.
Like basically, he's going to be the 24/7 support towards all the law agencies.
Correct.
Law enforcement agencies.
Then one is a grievance officer.
True.
So the grievance officer is basically
That's
Rahul.
interesting, huh?
Rahul can have a grievance, right?
That's interesting.
So Rahul can be like, I did not like that post. That post is hateful. That's against business guidelines or Instagram or Facebook guidelines
Correct.
or whatever. And you have a grievance. You put your grievance
Yes.
forward. It can be whatever.
True.
Whatever your grievance is, he has to reply to you within 24 hours, and within 15 days he has to get a solution.
Okay.
So he has
Tough
to
job, bro.
Yeah, so he has to
Tough job.
acknowledge your grievance, and then in 15 days solve the grievance.
Tough job. I wouldn't want it.
And then is the chief compliance officer.
The head honcho. He's the head honcho.
So the compliance officer is going to make sure that obviously all the rules are met, that these companies are not doing any masti.
Correct. He's the
Data
guy-
के साथ मस्ती नहीं कर रहे.
He's that guy who's going to be sitting in these Twitter offices, Facebook offices, and
Yeah.
he's going to make sure that all these social media companies are following the damn IT rules.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's the guy.
He's the guy.
You know who's going to get... Okay. Forget about it. Fugazi, bro.
Under the table.
Anyways, we're talking about like whatever social media. We are on an OTT. YouTube is an OTT platform of sorts.
YouTube is free, na, but
Okay.
I think YouTube Red is OTT.
So are we affected?
Yeah,
Okay,
everyone is affected.
Okay.
So basically,
So we are nothing special on YouTube.
so all these companies have to appoint 3 officers.
Correct.
The second is that anybody can, as in, have a grievance, and eventually, if the grievance is said to be true, the social media platform has 36 hours to remove it. The social media platform has to make sure that a post which has been removed, content that
Correct.
has been removed from the platform, is never re-uploaded
Okay.
again
Okay.
ever by anybody else.
Oh.
So that is one rule.
Okay.
So imagine Rahul has uploaded a picture. Okay, that picture has been taken down. But how many? If Rahul has 1 million followers, then people
So
take
then that
screenshots.
same exact picture will always get taken down.
It's not allowed. They have to make sure it's taken down.
Oh.
So the government wants them to do this manually and
Got it.
via algorithm.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Then another thing is that if your post is banned, you have to get a clear answer why it's banned. Crystal clear. Okay. So obviously the government, as always, will disguise this as regulations. And I'm always pro regulation when it's needed, right? Like for example, when it comes to child pornography, you need strict regulation. When it comes to sale of arms and drugs,
Absolutely.
and gambling, whatever is illegal,
Absolutely.
right? Have strict guidelines
Absolutely.
against it.
True.
Not allowed. Don't put it up.
So-
taken down. I
so-
don't care.
yeah.
Do you care if it's all
Bro,
of this is
so
taken down?
I'll tell you what I think that how I feel the government has gone about this, right? Number one is that Facebook, Twitter, Instagram are all intermediaries, right?
Yeah.
They are basically the middleman between me and you. If I want to communicate with you,
Yeah.
I communicate through Facebook and Instagram,
Yeah.
right? So back in the days, right, these intermediaries had a lot of basically they were getting away with shit. Like for example, I'll give you one situation that happened in 2008 or 2009 when there were no IT rules. India is never known to have all these hardcore.
India doesn't have a
Exactly.
data protection
Yes,
law.
exactly. They don't have that data protection law.
Yeah.
So, for example, there was this one e-commerce website which existed back in the day. I don't know if it exists right now. It's called Bazi.com.
Bazi.com became eBay.
Yes. So Bazi.com, basically, there was this bum from a college who apparently put up a sex tape on Bazi.com.
Heavy.
So what happened is that the Delhi police charged, of course, that student who put up the video for sale, and they also charged Bazi.com. But what's Bazi.com's fault in that?
Yeah. So basically,
Right?
Yeah.
There's no fault in the intermediary. It's like basically you going to your local banya and buying spoiled milk or milk with some sort of pesticides or whatever the fuck, steroids or whatever.
Correct.
Is the banya to be blamed or the company that has manufactured the
that's
milk?
what the government wants. The government said that they want these platforms to take more responsibility for the content they put up or is allowed to be put up. And secondly is that they kind of gave a threat to them that what is an intermediary? Intermediary is basically like your Vodafone, Airtel, right? So today, whatever SMS or a phone call you have with Vodafone is not liable
Of
for.
course.
Exactly. Even if I call you and I'm saying that I'm buying drugs or having a bomb blast somewhere,
Yes.
Vodafone is
Yes.
going to put their hands up.
I don't know.
Vodafone is the intermediary.
Correct.
You know, so even in America, this is the same concept how it works. You know, all these platforms work as an intermediary because they don't want to be liable for anything that goes up.
Absolutely.
And it's impossible to track when you have millions,
Absolutely.
hundreds of millions of
and
users.
also considering that half these things are end-to-end encrypted. So
Yeah.
it's very tough for anybody to pull out that data, right?
Yeah.
Now that's what they claim.
Yeah, they claim. So basically, the government said that we want to remove misinformation and false propaganda. You know, but
So see, now this can be played in two ways, you know. The like you said, you know, like there's a lot of child pornography, there's a lot of pedos
yeah,
on
remove
the
that
internet
shit.
trying to fucking lure all these children. There's a lot
I'm
of
saying anything
there's a lot of
illegal.
scams.
I'm saying remove everything illegal.
So when it comes to like filtering that shit out, I think perfect, well
Yeah.
done. But I think it's more than that. You know what I'm
Definitely,
saying?
bro. That's what I'm saying. Nah? It's like the government, when it says that we want to stop and curtail misinformation and false propaganda, you know, during election times, social media has a lot of
Correct.
influence on people, which is
Correct.
all true.
Yes.
But I don't think it should lead to censorship. I get regulations. I'm all pro regulations, but I feel this is a way to hide censorship in the name of regulations. You know, eventually.
So are
this
you
is the
saying
start.
are you saying that this is a way of saying this is a way of indirectly taking one of your most important and basic rights away from you?
This is the
Like
start.
your right to speak, your right to
Always you
communicate.
give away little by little, right? The government is not going to come and take it all in one day because you'll go on the streets and do a morcha. So they'll always word it in a confusing way, you know, nodal officer. What's a nodal? Like, you know, just have clean and clear words. But no,
True.
it's going to have all difficult words where you and me will look and be like, you know, dekhenge kya hoega. Let Facebook deal
So
with it.
another thing is, have they mentioned that what sort of issues are there? Any sort of specific issues
Yeah.
that they're looking at, and that these issues will be taken down, or like
So-
any issues that the nodal officer decides will be pulled out?
So basically with WhatsApp there, one of the important issues was movie piracy. So what people
Correct.
are doing is sending movies
Correct,
to each other.
Hey, bro, you know,
But
illegal streaming
Did you know that if you go on Grand Road Station, you pay 15 rupees, you get 3 movies on your cell phone?
Incredible.
15 rupees,
Wow.
5 rupees for a
Wow.
movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. See, bro, there's always a loophole, you know. I
Yeah.
don't remember the last time I streamed legally. UFC. Sorry, Dana. Don't come for me.
Dana's gonna come for you, bro.
Sorry,
Dana's
Dana.
gonna come for you. But yeah, man, it's like censorship in the name of regulations. This is the start, you know. It always starts small. It always starts in a way that you will be like, chalo, itna allow karte. What is the government saying? Otherwise, from WhatsApp, they are saying we don't want to remove your end-to-end encryption. We just want to know the originator of a message.
But that is end-to-end encryption from
That's-
recipient to recipient. Basically, if I send you a message, you send me a message, only me and you will know the message,
Absolutely.
right? It's not open to public information. Neither is it. Now, WhatsApp also says they don't track it.
Yeah, they say that they
So
don't track it.
That's
So-
the purpose of the end-to-end
Yeah.
encryption.
So only if it's marked spam, they
Correct.
can read it. And the government basically wants to know if, you know, if you're sending like propaganda, if you're sending something about the political parties.
Yeah, basically, it's like, are you trying to downplay, or are you trying to like ruin anybody's image, or any? Are you trying to like you said, you know, talk about like some sort of fake issues or
Fake
like
issues.
spread rumors,
Yeah.
especially during a time when elections is very
Correct.
near.
Put more fuel to the fire,
You know,
basically.
yeah. So of course, even the timing is a little bit off and odd. That why would it be implemented like so close?
That's what I'm saying. They say that it's just regulations, but it seems like censorship.
Correct.
when your end-to-end encryption is gone, that means basically you're saying that WhatsApp has to re-engineer its entire platform.
Absolutely.
Oh, even WhatsApp said that, like, then they have to store data, na? They have to store the messages.
Server rooms. Where will you get so many server rooms?
So that means that all the trillions of messages that go every second on WhatsApp have to be stored because of the originator.
You need fucking farms, bro.
And then
and of course, who's paying these the salaries of all these officers? It's our tax money only. So it's indirectly routing through their own.
WhatsApp even said that even if you want to know the originator of the message, it's not going to be absolute 100% correct because in today's technology, people take screenshots, you know, people copy a message, forward a message. There are so many ways to go about sending a message, you know. Also, you can be flagged if you even say that, did you see this message is absolute fake news.
So another thing I heard, right, is that all these social media companies once a year have to send you a message, like a push notification saying that you have to comply by the terms and conditions. And if you don't, your account will be blocked. Now, before, they used to directly block your account, right? Twitter blocks your account without informing you. Now they have to inform you that you're going to get one warning.
For this reason.
And then in 36 hours, you get blocked. You know? So it's that whole sort of process. And apparently, like, I think last year or something, the government apparently sent 1,300 Twitter accounts to Twitter office and said, the government said that they're spreading false propaganda and rumors. We need all these accounts blocked. Twitter got back to them and said that we don't see fault in 50% of the accounts, but in 50% of the accounts we see fault. So we are blocking it. But because of this implementation, if such a scenario happened now, all 1,300 get blocked, right? Because everything is happening through the local officers that are going to be placed in these social media companies.
Just simple, bro. Today, if you have an opinion against the government, right? You see something is not happening, something that is happening is not right. Today, in today's day and age, you have a platform to voice your opinion.
Correct.
Right? A few years ago, you didn't. Okay? You can use the platform, right? So what will happen is, imagine you say something against them. It's a known fact that all the political parties have their IT wings and IT cells and whatnot.
So
right?
on and so forth, yeah.
So they can just report you, flag you, trouble you.
Correct.
So you're allowing all this to happen now, right? Anyways, 1 second. Now today, if there is a inappropriate piece of content on any platform, you can report it.
But the issue is, right, that's why that whole grievance officer has been put into place, because all these, say for example, that picture or that meme or that message is out in the public for even 1 day. In 1 day, it can fucking disrupt anything, right? It can disrupt a party. It can cancel a person.
Yeah.
You know, but that's why I think these grievance officers have been put in these social media offices so that the solution can be found way quicker. Because once anything is on the internet, it's going to catch fire.
And to give the government a little benefit of the doubt, these social media companies have gotten too big, right? They have, right? They have too much power.
Correct.
They can decide with the algorithm where they want to swing.
Correct.
And that swing can be political as well.
Yeah.
Right?
And majority of the time is that side only.
And so these companies have gotten too big. They want them to be accountable. They want them to be answerable. You know, they want to take away. They're saying that now we want you to be even liable for what you publish.
Oh.
You know.
So that the intermediary immunity that used to come back in the day.
That's
being taken away from them.
That's the threat. If they don't comply, then it's absolutely going to be taken away.
So any sort of illegal activity that happens on your platform, you are to blame as well as the user.
They want you to be liable now.
Okay.
And
fair enough.
And for your liability, they're saying that this is
comply
the regulation. And in America, they have been doing the same thing. So even the American government has been saying that these companies have gotten too big, and we need people inside the company to take a look at all this.
Okay,
you know?
fair enough.
To regulate it. But obviously it's not passed there. It's passed here. But to me, I like internet to be wild. I like it to be free, you know. As I said, I don't mind the regulation of things that are illegal.
Correct.
Other than that, I think today all of us internet users are pretty much conditioned to understand what's a scam. You know, pretty much understand where to draw the line with news. Majority of us.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
I think it's common knowledge that fake news is spreading on WhatsApp.
100%.
Correct?
100%.
Wouldn't it be better to inform people to stop just taking in that information and just get it fact checked? or get a
To
second
me,
opinion.
I think that even though these things have been put into place, I don't think people will stop any of this shit.
Nothing is
I
going
think
to
it'll
stop.
only get worse.
Nothing is going to
You know,
stop.
because this is indirectly just going to piss off the public. That,
Eventually,
yeah,
definitely,
eventually,
yeah.
because just think about it, right?
Yeah.
Say, for example, you want to just tweet out something about any sort of protest that
Yeah.
you support.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you're against also.
Yeah, if you're against or you're with any
Yeah.
sort of protest, anything that, now that's on you, from
Yeah.
individual to individual. You know, that's your viewpoint. You can support who you want. But now if the government or the social media company flags it, you know, like a lot of these trending tweets, hashtags that are now trending are eventually being completely blocked.
Yeah.
So even though people are tweeting out like millions of tweets, it's being blocked. Nobody
Yeah.
can view it.
Yeah.
So indirectly, like say for example, if there's something bad happening and there are people behind that cause, it's not going to be shown into the day of light, bro. You're not going to know
That's-
about it. I'm not going to know about it.
That's like when I heard about all this, that's what I felt. That's what I felt. And you know the biggest meme, na? The biggest meme is that the Facebook is accusing the government that they are going against the privacy of their users. Facebook
fair
is
enough.
doing that.
So
After
basically-
Facebook has stolen
Correct,
all the data
correct, yeah,
all these
yeah,
years.
yeah. Facebook is the biggest culprit, right? They sit on the most data.
So for me, when I look at this, I feel that this is censorship hidden as regulation. I'm not for it. You know, eventually, it just makes internet a boring place. You
Yeah.
know, and
So-
just think about it, bro.
So why I'm not with it is because number one is that it's a basic right. You know, that I can say what I want. If I can say it out of my mouth, why can't I say it on a social media platform?
Yeah, but freedom of speech
Yeah.
in India is not absolute.
Okay, fair enough, bro. Whatever it is,
Yeah.
at least whatever, not absolute, little bit. At least we should get fucking leeway with something, right? Yo, America fucking enjoys OnlyFans. Here we suffering with only bans, bruh.
Only
You know,
bans.
there's only bans. You know,
Only
too much shit
bans.
getting banned. You know, let us.
Only bans.
So now you basically even in public, if you talk shit, you get hit.
Because just think about it.
On social media, if you talk shit, you get blocked and
Blocked.
arrested.
But just think about it. We are saying that these social media platforms have gotten too powerful, but you have to respect the fact that they've put a little bit of the power in the public's hand.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct. And who's given them the power? The public.
The public.
You know,
Right?
exactly how the public votes for a party,
Yeah.
like that the public is using social
yeah.
media platforms.
So those platforms have given public so much power, and who's scared of the public having power? The people in power.
Correct. 100%. That's all. That's how it's always been, that you don't give power to the public. You
And-
always keep power at the top.
And you know, politics 101 always says that control the rhetoric, control the narrative. You know,
Correct.
सच्चाई कुछ भी हो, पब्लिक का विचारधारा अपने हिसाब से चलना चाहिए.
Apna, correct. So this is, I think this is just the beginning. I don't know what is planned for the future.
Yeah,
But I look at this as a very small step to something very big.
definitely.
You know, this is just like baby steps
Baby steps. I completely agree.
that is happening, because now if what is something that we cannot live without right now, or something that we use
Internet.
every hour, it's the internet.
Yeah.
You know, once you start fucking with the internet rights, then you can take away anything. You can logically take away anything, man.
Now think about it. Sacred Games, right? On Netflix has not only it has vulgar language, but it also has the scene about Rajiv Gandhi.
Correct.
It also has nudity, right? And we understood that majority of the Indian people don't have a problem with that, right? Everybody enjoyed the show. At least the first season. We all enjoyed it.
Bro, what a great show.
Great show.
Enjoyed all seasons.
So now imagine one person has a grievance. Imagine out of for example, 10 lakh people have watched that show. Even if fucking 100 people have a grievance against it, there is
has
a
to be
chance
addressed.
there is a chance it will be taken down or that part will be cut.
That's absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
But then it should be put into majority, right? 100 against fucking
No.
9.999.
You're talking logic. It doesn't work like that. It
Okay,
works as per the
okay.
regulations.
So the illogical way always wins.
The
Okay.
regulation always wins.
Okay, regulation.
You
Cool.
understand?
So basically, like, I would not watch Sacred Games if it was fucking censored. Are you mad? I'd shut that shit down.
So imagine, so the creators who worked so hard on the script, on the concept, taken the risk to be a little, out of the ordinary with the bold scenes.
Correct.
It's not going to pay off. The fact of the matter is, it did pay off. A lot of people had problems with all those scenes. Don't get me wrong.
Lot of people.
The majority enjoyed it. The majority accepted it.
Exactly. So it's up to what the majority wants. It's always.
But it's not up to what the
It's
majority
always the
wants.
majority count, no?
No.
That's very illogical.
Never.
That's very illogical.
It's always as per to the majority
Yeah.
count. No.
If it's what majority wants, you get.
That you're saying logic. In real life, it should be like that. In the best world.
Okay, so we are not in real life.
No.
This is an illusion.
All
Pinch me, bro.
out of the 10 lakh people who are going to watch a show, hypothetically, it's going to be 5 and 10 who complain.
Who'll
You understand?
always go for the dislike
The
button.
1 and 2% bring the change to the entire show.
Fair enough.
You
fair
know, so
enough,
it's
fair
going.
enough.
It
That's
is
whack.
It is a beginning of.
That's absolutely
bigger
whack.
things.
That's
I think
absolutely
so.
whack. Yeah, this is nothing. If you're worried about this, bro, just leave the country.
Just leave it, bro.
Leave. Leave.
I also now I'm like, jo hoega, bro.
I'm happy, grateful, just
Grateful for my health.
every morning, when you think of these problems, you just have to be grateful. Shit, at least there is internet.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
At least there is internet.
Exactly.
There ain't no internet blockage.
Exactly. That's
So-
that's the absolute right attitude to have.
You know?
And so my first question to you, bro, what's your take on censorship?
Censorship, positives and negatives. Positives being that, of course, sometimes it's always good to regulate the content that is being watched by the underage audience.
Correct.
You can't fucking. But again, thinking about that also, talking about censorship, porn is not censored, right? Porn is freely available.
Freely available, but in India it's banned.
It's not banned.
VPN, bro.
No, I don't know, but it's not banned at all.
It is banned.
It's not banned. Who said it's banned?
Porn is banned in
Who
India.
said it's banned?
You have to go through VPN.
No, bro, it's not banned.
I'm telling you.
It's not banned. I'm telling you, it's not banned. Whoever's done these whoever's put websites on, whichever websites have been put as to banned is not banned.
Yeah,
bro.
so basically majority of the websites are banned, but they must be coming up with the .in.it.
So exactly, it was not done properly.
Yeah, no,
right?
nothing is done properly.
So I believe that before censoring all of these shows and all, first go and tackle the big dog, the big boss. When you talk about censorship, bro, you always think about fucking.
But I'm saying why ban porn?
No, I'm saying if you're banning it, ban it properly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
enough.
That don't try to do things halfway.
Fair enough. Like we had the rule of no drinking under 25.
Yeah.
Like that's a joke.
That's a joke.
That's a joke.
That's a joke. So basically, you want me to live half of 1/4 of my life just sober?
No, that's a joke because it doesn't work.
Exactly.
No bars
Exactly.
ask you that are you 25?
Exactly.
No hotels ask you that you're 25.
25
What-
was actually 25.
Yeah, what they do is they thank you for the tip.
Oh,
That's it.
Arey. Yes. Prasad. Prasad khalo. So yeah, I feel that with censorship, we should focus on the bigger problems rather than these smaller problems like damn movies and TV shows.
I agree, bro.
I think that shit's not gonna actually harm a person's mental brain or like his ability or like even if a child watches Sacred Games compared to a child watching pornography or a child watching some sort of shit that's on the internet that's not supposed to be on the
The
internet.
parents have to take care of that.
But
Put a
again,
lock.
that's why I'm saying censorship, right?
Yeah.
That's censorship.
Yeah, but I'm saying the government censoring the content only.
I mean, what makes me
Like, one
makes
second.
me think is right. Say for example, you were the person that was censoring the content, right?
Okay.
Say it's exactly you. Now you have different views, you have different opinions, right? My and your opinion might not match on everything.
Exactly.
So just because it's instigating you, what gives you the right to censor my content?
Exactly.
Exactly.
So what is the approach to have? Okay, don't watch it. Right? Because all these movies, all these content creators, they all put out a warning, right?
Correct.
Okay, this game has nudity, this movie has nudity,
18 plus,
18
21
plus,
plus,
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah, so figure it out. Don't watch it if
Yeah.
you're not into fucking death and nudity and all.
Absolutely.
Then you know what movies have it. So don't watch it.
Yeah, don't watch it. You know, don't watch it. Don't ruin another person's party.
Exactly.
So yeah, with that being said, now fuck all this shit.
But one second, you tell me one thing. What makes internet beautiful?
What makes internet beautiful is that it's free.
It's
right?
free.
That's what I'm going to get into later. We think it's free, but you don't know. You don't know what's being played. We all are being played. We're being told it's free, but the internet is not free. I'll tell you later why. So what excites me about the internet is that it's vast. Right? It's vast. So once you start censoring things, it does not become vast anymore. Half these websites will cease to exist.
No, it's not only vast, it's wild.
It's wild. And basically it's like, say for example, Reddit. You know, like if you go on Reddit, you'll always hear people's opinions.
Yeah.
You go on Quora, you'll hear different people's opinions. That's what brings the fun in all these sort of social media or platforms, whatever. Quora is like a question answer based platform.
That's what I'm saying. It's wild. You don't need to be scared.
Correct.
You're literally behind a monitor.
Correct.
You feel a little relaxed.
Yes.
You feel you can troll
Yes.
on the
Yes.
internet.
Yes.
You know why? Because you're stress free that my face is not there, my name is not there.
Yeah.
You know?
And the internet is not owned by anyone, right?
So don't you
So-
think the censorship will make internet a boring place? Because I feel that internet right now is already become a boring place. When you think
Yeah.
about Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Instagram was a way that I could look up that what's Rahul up to, what's Sandesh up to. But now it's about not sharing content, it's about being a content creator.
Very,
right?
very good point.
So the platform has shifted from just sharing cool pictures
Very
of
good
your
point.
travels,
Yes.
of your food
Yes.
or whatever. Now it's become content creator.
Yes.
Rahul wants the most reach, so
Yes.
he's popping the best dance.
That makes a lot of sense as to why Facebook is not working anymore. Facebook was basically just a platform
Login.
to share.
Okay, I thought
Like,
it
you
was
know,
just a way to log in to
That's,
other apps.
That hits now. But imagine when Facebook was popping, bro.
Yeah.
Do you remember status updates?
Status
Do
updates,
you remember
the
picture
wall,
uploads? Yeah. So I think that was a failed concept. That's a thing of the past.
It's a thing of the past.
Now what Instagram is, why Instagram is working right now is because it's engaging with the audience.
Yeah.
You know, you get to create reels. You
Yeah.
get to create these stories.
Yeah.
You know, so it's shifting.
So that's what I'm saying. So from being a regular person trying to share about your day and your stories of your regular life on Instagram, no.
I think it's too much pressure.
Now there are challenges, you know, so you do the fucking challenges, you do the dances, you do what somebody already has done and you fucking copy paste it.
Correct.
And just keep doing it again and again. You think you're getting 20,000 views, 30,000 views. What is the value of those views?
Nothing.
Just think about it. Okay,
Nothing.
maybe to a brand that those views have values, right? Value. But is it a person who's clicked on the thing? Because it's just scrolling.
So
right?
that's how I was saying, right? How we think that, oh shit, Instagram is free, the internet is free. But actually, who's benefiting out of all your views? Who's benefiting? The companies that are advertising, right?
Yeah.
With Instagram, with Facebook. We are always in the perception that, okay, Facebook is free, Instagram is free, but there's so much behind the scene. You know, whatever views you are getting is basically indirectly being transported into all of these ads. And these ads are benefiting out of it. Just think about it.
No, of course. Ads are benefiting, brands are benefiting.
Yeah.
It's a platform.
And all your data is being shared with
people
XYZ.
people are benefiting, but I feel that like at least Twitter, I don't even use Twitter, but at least Twitter is true to itself. It's not changed in so many years, right? It's not confusing. Facebook, though, nobody knows what's it for other than being a easy login to other apps,
true,
right? Instagram was a cool place to be, right? I used to spend a lot of time. Now I think it's just like a way for people to get educated or get informed.
Correct.
You know, like for example, I watch all these boxing and Muay Thai videos,
Yes.
techniques
Same
and all
here.
of that,
Same
right?
here.
So that's fun to watch and to get news.
Yeah.
Like all the news I got about this WhatsApp
Yeah.
ban and social media ban is from Instagram.
Correct. Bro, you know, they say that the most unsafe way to message or to communicate is through Instagram DMs and Facebook Messenger because it's not encrypted.
Facebook Messenger is encrypted. Facebook Messenger said no to the government that we'll not.
Oh, they
remove
said
that.
they said
Yeah.
no about it?
Yeah, they said
Basically, Instagram DMs is the worst place. Like
Yeah.
every message of yours is being tracked and it's also put into the terms and conditions that even if you delete anything, it's going to be in the server for 6 months.
Imagine.
So, you fuck around, you try to delete something.
वो
it's
तो
in
दे
the
दिया ना जिंदगी वो sign
6
करके I agree.
terms and conditions. Bro.
I agree.
You know, only 3% in the world, only 3% of the population in the world actually go through terms and conditions.
I think all those 3% are the lawyers who are fighting the cases for the people who are saying that
for sure.
ये गलत हुआ
Research
मेरे साथ.
companies, just research companies. you know?
So yeah, bro, it's I think internet is already becoming a boring place. Before you used to browse websites, you used to find websites. There was a thing like that, you know. Now it's just you're on 3 websites,
Correct.
right?
Not even websites, just apps. No.
Instagram. I don't have to control myself to not go on Instagram anymore. I just use it less right
Fair
now.
enough. Yeah.
It's gotten boring.
Because what happens is like you it's the algorithm then. Even when I'm going on my Instagram reels or I'm seeing other content, just like you don't fuck with it anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you just do what you have to do with it and then go to YouTube, which is the best.
YouTube is the best.
YouTube is the best. YouTube is the king.
best. Is the
You
king.
know,
is the king.
YouTube's algorithm is also good.
Yeah, and YouTube has much better stuff to watch.
And much better content creators.
Right, you don't want to
compared
just watch the same dance on the same song in a different way.
That's why now the content creators of YouTube are way more advanced.
Yeah, because you have to click on the video.
Yeah, correct.
Instead of just scrolling up and
it's
finding
not
a
directly
video.
coming into your face.
Yeah, it's not a fake view.
Fair enough.
Right?
So all in all, censorship is fucked up.
Censorship is fucked up. Internet is already becoming a boring place. Man, what's next for the platforms?
Next for the platforms, I think, is
What's going to be the next
nothing, bro.
breakthrough?
It's like the public, right? Public will forget in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, bro, just think about it. It's this logical. If you've not read the terms and conditions before entering any sort of app, what makes you a genius to fuck with these fucking terms? You shouldn't be fucking complaining. I shouldn't be complaining. You shouldn't be complaining. We've not read no terms and conditions. You don't know what's going on your phone.
Absolutely.
You're being watched 24/7.
You signed your life away.
You're being watched 24/7. I think the problem is bigger than censorship.
Yeah.
This censorship shit is, bro, is nothing. It's like 1% of the 100% of the problems we have.
True that.
You
True
know
that.
What censorship?
Bro, and just think about it. The government gave them 3 months, right? February
Correct.
to May. Correct?
Now May 28th.
So they gave them 3 months. Okay, we are giving you a deadline.
Yeah.
Kar dena tu.
Huh?
But no company spoke about it. This was not there in the news at all. I did not know about the ban until 1 day before. I found out about the ban when the fucking news said tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
It might be banned
from tomorrow. Yeah. True.
And I was
remember
like,
that news.
dude, all my life, I was going to these going to exams of school and colleges, studying 1 day before the paper. Studying 1 day before the paper, always thinking I'm a loser and I should get better and I should fucking prepare.
Correct.
I should do revision.
Fair enough,
you
bro.
know, I should not be a loser anymore. But I realized, no, bro. There's a different approach.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with because these big companies have taken this approach. End moment mein karo. Kuch farak nahi padta. See the problem when it comes.
Correct. No,
That's the best approach then.
You know what I feel is that they try to fuck around a little bit.
What fuck around?
They try to fuck around.
Nobody spoke about it. They did not say one word against it. They could have riled up the public, gotten signatures.
You know why they didn't say? You know why they didn't say? I'll give you a very good example. Is basically they didn't want to receive the same backlash WhatsApp received 3 months back. You're understanding? Just think about it.
But right now they can shoot it from the government shoulder, na, bro.
Correct. Yeah, fair
The
enough.
government has brought the regulation.
Fair
WhatsApp
enough.
so brought it by itself.
But you can't go against the government.
That's what.
You can't.
Phat gayi thi sabki.
You can't, bro. An example is we've done a podcast about the example. Poor TikTok got fucked, bro. TikTok ki lag gayi, bro.
No, you know TikTok.
They removed TikTok. Bro.
So they removed TikTok. Okay, chalo. TikTok now. You and me were not even against the removal of TikTok. I'll tell you why. Because it was very simple. It was soldiers had passed away on the fucking battlefield, you know, and it was a government's way to, you know, react to the situation. And obviously TikTok was getting a lot of business from India. You stop that, that's going to hamper.
Yeah, of course it's
money
going to
going
hamper
to China.
TikTok.
So
Yeah.
it logically made sense.
But even the whole talk about TikTok storing information in Shanghai.
Yeah.
You know, and majority of the board of directors on the TikTok committee were
From the political
yeah,
party.
from the political parties.
Yeah.
So the way it was set up only was a bit fishy.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Na. So I was not even against TikTok. I was just like, this is fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
This is fair.
Fair enough.
You know, I'm okay with that sacrifice of TikTok.
Correct.
You know, it's TikTok. I used to use
Correct.
TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, to see
But
videos.
That's why, you know, what I feel is that what WhatsApp did 3 months back with the whole Signal. Everyone's talking about Signal. You know, everyone's switching to Signal. Nobody fucking switched to Signal.
No, I downloaded it, but I have not sent or received a single message on Signal.
Nobody downloaded Signal. I don't know if anybody's even using Signal.
I downloaded it.
Yeah.
I got a lot of those notifications that this has joined, you know, this person has joined, that person has joined. But I have not, in the last 6 months, not sent or received a single message on Signal.
Exactly. So with WhatsApp, bro, the whole WhatsApp, the new policy, the new terms and conditions that they've announced is basically that all your data can easily be transferred to any Facebook entity.
Yeah.
Or any third party that is operating with Facebook or working with Facebook. So are you understanding? Now we know why. Like if you type, okay, Bulgari watch, devotee, t-shirt, watch, you start getting the ads. Why? Because it's just keyword matching. So this is worse. This problem is worse.
Yeah.
And people are still using WhatsApp. So to be honest with you, know, if we are going to talk about privacy and like the public's opinion on all of this, you're just a scapegoat in the system, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do shit.
We ain't gonna do shit.
You ain't gonna do shit. Might as well just relax. You know, if you have nothing to hide, don't worry.
Exactly.
You know, if you have things to hide, take it to another platform.
Yeah, because
You know,
because these big companies can't do anything against the government. They've never been successful. The public is definitely not going to be able to do anything. The government is going to spin off all the information in the way they want it.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
it's always going to be their rhetoric. It's always.
Yeah.
It's never going to change.
Correct.
You know, they are always going to say it's for the public.
Always see they'll always say it's for the greater good of the public, because they want. If you give the public attention, the public might calm down a little bit. You know, but that's the dumb side of the public. You know what I'm saying? You ain't fooling us. We ain't getting fooled. You know, that's why I asked you the question last podcast. Would you just give up everything and go to Tibet?
Yeah.
Or to the mountains and meditate? We don't need this shit no more. Devang, fuck this shit.
So now that these companies are going through these problems, and I feel already Instagram has become boring because of what they've done to Reels. I think they should have done what Facebook did with Facebook Messenger. Should have had a different one. Let Instagram be cool,
Correct.
you know, and then keep a platform for content creators, the people who want to create, who want to educate, who want to do the things that Reels and TikTok used to allow you to do.
Yeah.
You know, I think that would be more exciting, but I guess they must be thinking that how will they share?
Correct. No, it's just basically where are the users going to be on?
Yeah.
You know, it's a user based game.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
You know, I think now what's going to happen is the next way, for example, you see Clubhouse. Clubhouse is only fucking audio, right? It's just audio. It's
That's
like
worse.
it's like a conference call.
That's worse.
Okay.
Like if you fuck around Clubhouse, everything's being recorded.
No, that's what, but now I feel that the next wave forward is going to be groups. Is going to be invite only, membership only. You know.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're going to be apps.
You remember Google Plus?
You
that
know,
was invite based, but it flopped badly. Yeah.
like for example, in America, there's this app for celebrities. It's a Tinder for celebrities called Raya.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Invitation only.
I've heard of that.
You know, so shit like that.
You know, there's an app
for very specific things, like for memes, for videos, for stocks.
Correct. So there's an app for people with certain IQ levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Tinder. Like if you're like a sapiosexual.
Oh, all right.
You know, like smart.
All
So
right.
if you're dumb, you can't get into that shit.
Yeah. So I think this now what people are going to do is, because there has to be a way to not sell out every time, right? Don't you do you? Am I wrong to say that Instagram has become boring?
No man. I
It's
think it's getting a little saturated.
Right?
Same shit again and again.
Also, don't you feel that on Instagram before at least you used to see your friends' pictures and all of that?
Now you just see random shit.
Now you don't see your friends' pictures
Correct,
and all of
correct.
that.
Recommended algorithm.
Yeah, you just see what they want to show you.
True.
And ads.
True. It's heavily ads, and even these posts that Instagram is recommending to you are indirectly ads.
Yeah.
You know.
And so I feel that now like a Reddit, you know, a platform
I think
like
it's
Reddit.
time for platform like Reddit to pop up.
Yeah, Reddit, subreddit, and membership-based platforms and
Correct.
subscription-based platforms and paid platforms might be the new wave.
So tell me one thing: if OnlyFans came to India, those officers will have a good time reviewing the content.
Oh yeah.
I would love that job.
Yeah,
Would you
yeah.
take it up?
But then imagine there'll be so much shit also. Where
So the Bellathon is exactly what you're getting to. Imagine I've subscribed to one of these OnlyFans
bro, I don't want to
pages.
see those nasty
Listen,
men, bro.
and if I paid $10 and I didn't get a nude, will I get a refund with the nodal officer? Will the grievance officer give me a refund?
No.
Will he raise it? Will he raise the complaint?
He'll
Will he
raise
come to a conclusion
He'll raise it.
as to who was wrong and who was right?
He'll raise it, and then OnlyFans will not take your side.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You know, the public always gets fucked. The public gets fucked. I would love to see like if OnlyFans enters India, how they'll regulate that shit. It'll be very tough, bro.
It'll be very tough.
It's not happening.
It'll be very tough.
It's not going to happen.
You never know, bro. You really never know.
Here they are trying to censor our messages. You think they'll censor nude pictures?
But just think about it. Censoring WhatsApp messages is a bit extreme, bro. Like I get posts, you know. Like for example, on Instagram, if you post something about the Nazi swastika or something, like for example, you go to the museum and you post and you condemn it. You condemn saying that, you know, bad times, bad people, you know, thank God we are over it. Whatever, you put out a positive message overall. Still you'll get banned.
Yeah, you'll get flagged for that.
You'll
shit,
not
bro.
get flagged. The post will be removed.
Removed, and
Just
you'll be
because-
removed.
Oh, so basically, algorithm can't read intent.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah, that's
Think
that's
about
a good
it.
point. That's a very good point. Algorithm can't read intent. Yeah.
Right? So basically, that's the problem what everybody's having on YouTube, where their content is being flagged because it's reported. Okay? But nobody knows the context that you said it in. Right? Just to say something is right or wrong,
True.
it doesn't work like that.
Correct.
There are two sides to the story. You have to give a person a chance to explain. And you see that clips are always being taken out of context, right? So on Instagram also pictures, images, videos are being taken out of context. On WhatsApp, for example, I'm sending you something saying that this is fake news, Rahul. Check this post. Look at what people are sharing. Look at how dumb people are.
But
that they're sharing such fake news.
But tell me one thing.
And I'll be flagged.
Tell me
because of the algorithm.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a good point, which brings me to this point that the majority, one platform that needs hardcore censorship are your news channels. Bro, that's the biggest problem, Devang.
Bro, listen.
See, that's the biggest problem.
Ra. News channels
How is...
Listen. News channels are a joke.
Correct. But how many
They're
people
a
are watching that shit?
Bro, forget about it. I don't even want to talk about it because they are so obviously doing it. You know, every news channel has taken a side, right? Left or right.
Right.
They have taken a side.
Yes.
And they're sticking by that side. So,
And it's visible.
and also news has to be unbiased and it's absolutely biased. So I don't even want to discuss that. That's
No,
a
but
joke.
Exactly what I'm saying. Biased news is exactly what needs to be censored, right?
Oh, but
You're trying to portray someone who is not.
No, forget that. That's never going to happen. But on that point, the point is good because the news channels are such sellouts.
Correct.
All of them are such sellouts that we need a WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter,
Reddit.
to get opinions
Exactly.
and facts from
Exactly.
people we believe in. Right?
I think just stick to your old school phone calls, man.
Phone calls.
Fuck all messaging.
Tap हो
fuck
गया तो?
everything, yeah, bro.
Tap कर दिया तो
हाँ, कर दो, bro. फिर then what else is there?
ले लो, सब ले लो,
How
सब
do you-
ले लो.
How do you avoid censorship?
How do you avoid censorship?
What is the mode of communication
Go to
avoid
Tibet,
all
shut
of this
the
shit?
internet, and do the Wim Hof breathing exercises. You know,
How do you communicate now? What is the future communication modes going to be?
future of communication. I think the future of content is going to be podcast in India. You know,
Facts.
that's going to be the
Facts.
next wave. People are going to.
Well said.
A lot of people are going to come up with podcasts, and that's going to be their way to share their opinion the same way you and me are sharing our
Absolutely.
opinion. You know, and at least up to now, we are freely sharing our opinion, regardless of how dumb it is, how
Correct.
smart it is,
Correct.
how
You never
right
know
it
what-
is, or how wrong it is.
For a matter of fact, this video might not be even up on YouTube
There is
in
a
a few days, in a few years, or this might be used against us, like we've always
कुछ
discussed.
बोला तो फिर गवर्नमेंट के
It's
सामने
recorded.
तो फिर
It was with us. We've reviewed it.
तो
You've been banned.
नोडल
you know.
ऑफिसर का फोन आएगा.
हाँ. Prasad. You know? So, all in all, I'm saying fuck social media. Let's go into a deeper topic.
Social media is
You know?
now getting saturated.
To be
you know.
honest with you, bro, I fucking hate this social media every time. There's
I'm also
some
tired of
shit
it, bro.
popping off with social media. You know?
No, that's why Instagram is going to be for content creators and brands.
Fair enough. Keep it that way.
Keep it that way.
To be honest, bro, sometimes I feel that if even if it gets banned, no, it should get banned. Only.
Like a blessing
Fuck
in
it.
disguise.
Just fuck it. Just ban it, bro. You know, we'll have so many scholars coming out of India now. You know, crime rates will reduce. You're not understanding.
But think about it. Instagram is the cheapest tool for marketing. That it has some good
Absolutely.
features.
But yeah, I mean, now it's so confusing whether to go with it or
you
not.
get to
go
know the
with it.
person without meeting them.
Yeah. But that also leads to a lot of shit. You know, you start assuming shit.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like Tinder, like I say, you know.
Yeah.
It's all whack.
You know what? The thing is now, bro, that humans adapt to all situations and circumstances. So when there was a time when we used pigeons to send messages, we were okay with that. And now, you know, when we have...
You know, to be
We're
honest.
spoiled for choice. We can chat on GPay, Rahul.
Yeah, I understand. But to be honest with you, even if you think about it, bro, social media has been around for what? 1 decade, 2 decades?
Today, yeah, one
2
decade.
decades. 1 decade. It's only 1 decade old. So human beings can easily survive without it. We'll figure our way out. Social media,
That's what I'm saying.
if it's here or not here, humans will adapt and figure their way out.
Absolutely.
You know? And it's just imagine something that was didn't exist like 10 years back is now taking over the fucking world. You know,
True that.
it is relatively new.
True that.
This
The
guy-
growth has
yeah.
been
Phenomenal.
like nothing else.
Yeah, the whole world depends on it.
The whole world depends on
So-
it. The whole world uses
Yeah.
it. Data has become the new currency.
Correct.
You know, it has changed the world. It has changed society. It has changed culture, and that's a fact,
Correct.
right? But now there is a lot of talk of getting away from it. When you wake up, don't see your phone. You know, that talk is building now. Have you
True.
noticed?
Yeah, that it's a little bit harmful.
It is harmful.
No, you
You know,
should
come
not-
use karo.
Yeah, leads
Stay
to a lot
away.
of anxiety.
Screen time check karo.
Fuck that shit.
Right?
Fuck that shit.
But I, since the last few months, I've even spoken to you about this, that I've been like bored of Instagram, you know.
See,
And I'm happy. I'm happy.
it's actually a blessing in disguise.
My
because-
screen time has not gone down because I'm on YouTube all the time.
Correct. See,
But-
I feel that it's just a way of figuring out what's happening in the world and being aware of what your friends are doing.
Yeah.
That's it. That's why you use Instagram.
Yeah, but now you don't anymore.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
Now you see the latest dance on the latest song,
Correct.
the latest trend, and the latest hashtag.
Correct. So I'm just going to be very brutally honest with Instagram because I've heard a lot of people talk about this shit, right? So what is happening is that a lot of underage kids are coming on Instagram
Correct.
and promoting themselves in ways that they're not supposed to promote themselves on very vulgar sort of content,
Yeah.
which is indirectly going to put a lot of people in trouble.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. You know, we've discussed this before. It's something that I've heard. I would say at least 6 to 7 people tell me.
Yeah, there is. I think it's evident
That's been the biggest turn off for me on Instagram.
that the content is getting a little over sexualized.
Yes, over sexualized, exactly, and by underage people.
Bro, even my eyes roll up and I'm like,
You know,
what did I just? Oh my god, shut this shit.
You know, and if all this shit is being even the algorithm has to work in such a way that if anybody's underage, show those videos to underage audiences. No,
Yeah.
don't show it to somebody who's 18 plus. If your algorithm is anyway so advanced, why can't you figure such a thing
It's
out?
not so advanced.
You know, you're not understanding that all this shit is going to lead to a lot of fucking, pedophiles just popping up.
Of course.
It's not right.
Of course.
It's not right.
Of course, bro. On YouTube, there was a very common thing that basically all these nasty men and pedos or semi-pedos or whatever the fuck they are, they used to comment on these kids' videos, you know.
Exactly.
So now on
Imagine.
kids' videos, for example, today we post this podcast and on YouTube before uploading it asks, is it for kids or not for kids? So if I say if it's for kids, comments are off.
Oh, heavy. I didn't know that. No
Yeah,
comments.
Comments are off.
Oh, fair enough. See, so all of this shit is eventually, we discussed that this is just a starting point to something much bigger. So I feel that
I think the best thing is, Rahul, to be less dependent only
fuck it.
on social media.
Fuck it, bro. I'm saying, just let's make so much bank. The monk who sold his Ferrari, bro, they should talk about us like that. Forget about all this, bro. This is not meant for us. I'm telling you, our life expectancy rate is going down with all this, bro.
With social
We're
media?
gonna die, bro.
Why?
We're gonna die, bro. It's mentally affecting us.
It's mentally affecting us.
It's badly, and it's gonna be so harmful in a few years, right? That it's gonna fuck with your brain, bro. You don't know how much it's fucking with your brain.
And think about it, bro. Like, for example, when it comes to the scare of AI, okay, our imagination is as good as what Hollywood movies show us, right?
Yeah.
Like, AI is going to be robots.
Yeah.
Robots are going to come alive and
Correct.
kill us all, right?
Correct.
And that's what.
when you talk about AI, I think the first movie that pops up in my head is iRobot. Will Smith.
Right. So you always think about a physical problem,
Correct.
right? But AI is also a very big mental problem, right?
Big time.
It affects you mentally because, as you know, these algorithms, the way they show you media, the way they show you that everybody in the world is just on a vacation spending millions of dollars and only traveling by private jet. We are the only chutias.
It's basically like indirectly a flex platform.
It's a flex platform.
Which we already discussed in the past.
So that's also AI, right? But that's the real scare. As you said, the mental is the most important.
Yes,
Our mind is the
yes,
most
yes.
important.
And the problem is that mental health awareness. Actually, May this month is the mental health awareness month.
Yeah.
May is the month for mental health awareness. But even mental health is not looked at as such a big problem. It's always like pushed on the side.
Pushed on the side, and it's just like telling you that take care and all of that. But at the end, the only way to take care is, for example, if I started a business, okay, and I am seeing that somebody else is making millions or gotten funded and this and that. So all of that affects my mental,
100%.
right? So I only have to be smart.
Correct.
At the end, I have to avoid myself from consuming that content. Or if I consume that content, I have to have a talk with myself and say that, listen, guy, relax.
Absolutely. It's like
they have also not done it overnight.
No, it's like reassuring yourself. Don't. So what happens with social media is like you start comparing yourself to others.
That's the worst part
every
about social
post
media.
You see, oh shit, this guy is here. Oh shit,
Right?
I should have been here. Oh shit, this guy is rocking this. I should be rocking this.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the car. Why don't I have it?
New shoe, new car, new
this,
holiday.
Yeah. So it's affecting the mental health.
It's affecting the mental health.
It's affecting the mental health.
And I think the worry of AI should not just be physical. Should not just be the assumption that robots are eventually going to be smarter than us and take over the world.
Correct.
I think it's already going on.
Dude, let's be realistic. Yeah, what is Siri?
Siri is listening
What
to
is
you.
Siri? Firstly,
Siri is like, if you don't have a friend, you
bro,
have somebody.
Firstly, just think about this shit, bro. We are so dumb. Just think about this. We already know that if we just say, hey Siri, our phone will automatically start up and Siri will be like, hi, how can I help you? Are you understanding that your microphone is on 24/7 for that shit? That's just obvious. For saying, hey Siri, and for your iPhone to recognize your voice, that means the microphone is on 24/7. Just think about that. Okay. Or does it get activated in some other way? I might be wrong.
So no. You're absolutely right. Now iPhone even shows you when the microphone is being used and when the camera is being used.
With the green pointer.
With the orange green pointer. But because you said this, what do you think the value of privacy is today?
Value of privacy is...
what is the value of privacy to you?
See, I'll tell you something. For me, privacy is basically going into my bathroom and showering.
Exactly.
That right now is the only privacy you can get, because I'll tell you something. How many ever gadgets you have on you, you're being tracked. You don't know the amount of data that these big corporate companies know about you, bro.
All of it.
Firstly, think about it. You go to a grocery store, you're being recorded.
Yeah.
You enter your car and drive, there are signals that are recording you.
Absolutely.
You even walk on the damn road, you're being recorded. Your microphone is on 24/7.
Have you ever thought about Amazon Basics?
Yeah.
Okay. Amazon, the biggest fucking online selling platform. They have the data of how many million users buying how many millions of products.
100%.
Right? So they know that if a person is in Mumbai in this area, they like this product in this color and this material. So imagine they developed Amazon Basics. So they know exactly in what location, what sells in what color.
So,
and they've developed these products based on and taking advantage of that data.
Very good point. I was just going to tell you about this only. So just think about it. You'll always see big companies like Amazon and Alibaba and Walmart always investing heavily into warehousing, heavily into AI, heavily into robot sort of
data
features.
analysis. Yeah.
So basically there's this thing that I was just trying to understand, what is Amazon's goal? What would Amazon's goal be? I was like, is it faster delivery because they've achieved that? Okay. Is it that products never being out of stock? They are as good as achieved that. What's the next step for Amazon? Okay. Deliveries by drone. It's already happening right now. Okay. Self-run.
They're already working on helipads. Huh?
Yeah. Helipads.
Cities. Oh, bro, it's going to be drone pads.
Oh, damn. Bro.
That's the future.
That's
drone
crazy.
pads.
Exactly.
Around the cities will have drone pads for deliveries.
Bro, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But then, I found out that they are actually working on a patent which is called anticipatory shipping. It's basically with the help of algorithm. Say, for example, you log into your computer and you open Amazon and you, for example, are buying, say, your coffee. Bro, Amazon has already predicted it and delivered it to you.
Amazing.
Anticipatory shipping, it's in a way... I
absolutely believe it's going to happen.
It's basically with the help of algorithm, they will track Devang's requirements before he even needs to order it.
I absolutely believe this.
That is the next step for Amazon, because once Amazon does this, bro... Just think about it. In your mind, you're like, oh shit, I've run out of coffee.
Bro, it's ironic that you said this about coffee, because I order coffee from Amazon in a very methodical monthly way.
You're understanding?
Like, I am very predictable with my coffee orders. Bro, I absolutely believe.
Think about that shit. And you know what they say, right? Say for example, if you're ordering the coffee, you know, before you even place the order,
It's shipped.
this is current day and age, huh? Before you even place the order, your coffee is already in the nearest fulfillment center because they know you're gonna order it.
Heavy.
You're understanding they can't store all the fucking products in one
Yeah.
warehouse, na? So they know they are tracking your behavior.
Yeah.
So now imagine the next step for them is to deliver shit for you before you know it.
Yeah.
You know, that is fucking
Yeah.
hard. That's not anticipatory shipping, bro. That's like fucking some freakish sort of scary. It's scary.
No, I believe it. I absolutely believe it because I felt that Amazon Basics also is the smartest fucking idea ever.
Yeah.
It's so ingenious because you have the data and you know exactly what sells where, right? And all of that at the expense of other suppliers taking
True.
the risk of developing merchandise,
True.
experimenting with colors,
True.
sizes, whatnot.
Yeah.
But you know exactly how much size to make in what color.
Exactly.
That's legendary.
Exactly.
Right? And I bought an Amazon basic skipping rope because I was just like, okay, this will be the basic, you know, at the right price. I'm not going to be fooled.
For sure. They already know the data. They know what customers want and why not produce it themselves
Exactly.
and sell it.
Yeah, but now I decided that if there'll be another option for another brand, I'll go for that brand.
Okay, not Amazon Basics.
Not Amazon
Fair
Basics.
enough. Fair enough. Still, the algorithm will figure its way out.
I have no doubt.
You know, they'll
I have no thought in my mind that I'm smarter than the
no
algorithm.
ways, bro. No ways.
I am living in the algorithm, bro.
100%. Bro, AI also is it's a little confusing topic, you know? Because the more you do research about AI and the more you try to figure out what AI is, the more confusing it gets. Right? Because AI is basically problem solving.
Yeah.
Right? That's the main purpose of AI. That if you tell AI to get from place A to B, it'll figure its way out, whether it has to harm humans, whether it has to kill people, whether it has to fucking disrupt nations, it'll figure its way out from place A to place B. Because like you said, they don't know intent.
They don't know.
AI doesn't know anything about intent. You know, AI has no feelings.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And I think the real problem of AI also is this, that it affects the mental so bad. You know, that destruction of that mental positive attitude, you know, going into that depression or even a phase where you're going in through a bad time and this worsens it, you know. It's not good, you know. It's the problem of AI robots is not as big and not as current as this. Yeah, when it comes to AI, like it's going to happen. Like for example,
Bro, it's happening.
like Tesla has the auto driving mode, right?
What is that AI?
Bro, that's
What's this? Elon keeps saying I'm against AI. What the fuck is Neuralink, bro? Huh? That's just AI linked to your brain.
yeah. Yeah.
So this
And it can bring back your memory.
Yeah.
It can
play music and shit for you.
not only music, it can get rid of diseases.
Bro, you can control your mood.
You
I
can
think that's a
control your
big
mood.
no-no, bro.
Yeah, it's-
You're gonna
it's
get so
crazy.
addicted. That's like that fucking Black Mirror episode of The Doctor.
It is exactly
where he
that.
puts that shit on his head
It is exactly
and feels
that.
100 orgasms.
Yeah. And when it, like for example, you know, like the driverless driving technology that Tesla has already adopted. Bro, that's going to be the future in the next 10 years.
Yeah. 10 years.
Definitely.
I think 5 years.
You know what they're saying now? So basically, like driverless cars will eventually communicate to each other that, hey, I'm taking a left.
Correct.
So that
Correct.
car behind and
Correct.
around will already know.
Correct. But just think about it. Is AI? This is a question that's been asked a lot. You know, everyone tries to say, "Oh, every layman also knows that AI and robots will eventually take your jobs."
Yeah.
Which is indirectly happening, right? With this whole sort of self.
Trucks are going to be
self-driven
only
trucks and all that.
AI driven.
Yeah. So what's the purpose of human beings?
It's a bigger purpose. For example, before the printing press, in the last podcast also I was telling you this only, that before the printing press, people were doing it by hand. Laborers were doing it. When the printing press came out, unions came and destroyed the expensive big machines because they thought it's taking away the jobs.
Correct.
Right? So today it's electronic.
So what I feel is that
So what have we done? We've advanced. Today we want to colonize Mars.
correct.
So there's always a different
Correct. You
way.
have to
know,
keep
you have
moving
to
ahead.
you advance.
Yeah.
AI is definitely going to take away all the menial jobs. All the menial jobs. Like for example, I don't know if you've seen the machine that lays bricks
Yeah.
on houses.
It's
It's incredible.
satisfying.
It is incredible. Automatic. It does it faster.
Faster, yeah,
53 times as
Correct.
compared to a human.
For sure.
It's into
For sure.
53 fast.
Oh wow.
as compared to a human being.
Oh wow.
So why? For example, you're a company, housing company, tu banata hai ghar, you know. So eventually you'll see na ki okay, I'm making a heavy investment into this machine, okay, and I'll only have the servicing cost. I don't have
Why
to
not?
pay
Why not?
monthly.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about the unions. I don't have to worry about you not showing up to work.
Correct.
And you do it faster into 53.
Correct. So are you saying?
So why would you not adopt
Are
it?
you saying this is the age of an entrepreneur?
No, it's not
that
about
you
the age
better-
of entrepreneur. It is definitely the age of entrepreneur.
You adapt or you're dead.
But you adapt or you die. And AI and these machines are always going to be the better choice, you know, because now bricklaying and all, you're not going to see value in your human being there, you know. You're not going to see the value in the employment you provide because you're going to get houses done faster and better.
Correct.
So humans will have to figure out the way, you know.
So there was this one some AI software that they built. So astronomy is basically a lot of data, right?
Yeah.
So you have to read a lot of data.
Stars,
which
constellations,
galaxies.
yeah.
So basically these guys, I think NASA or some other entity built this AI software where they were trying to do some research about stars and galaxies. And the AI software pulled out so much data that the human mind couldn't process it. So what they did is they collaborated with another AI company to create another AI software that could fucking understand the data. So you're understanding.
Wild.
So
I'm not understanding.
So an AI software is pulling out data more than a human mind can process. That information can only be processed by another AI software.
I'm not even being able to process what you're saying right now. Imagine. So how will I fucking process all
Imagine.
that?
It's fucking confusing, bro. This shit is
Yeah.
confusing.
So that I 100% believe that all the menial tasks will be eventually taken up by AI. Humans will have to figure out a way to make themselves more resourceful.
Correct.
You know, and I have no problem with that.
No, not at all.
no
You
problem
adapt
with
or you die.
You adapt or you die. And also, you know, talking about privacy, it's like we wake up one day and we complain about privacy and all, but we've just given up privacy. Like
See, I'll give you another example.
by going on the internet and every app is asking you for login information.
Yeah.
That login information is
Bro, I'm saying
linked to
fuck the
Google
login
or
information.
Facebook.
Your CVV number, bro. You have to put that shit in before you make any purchase. That is being stored with the payment gateway. Razorpay has your CVV. Amazon has your CVV.
Yeah.
Okay, all your money is in their hands indirectly. Just think about that shit.
No, absolutely.
Your PAN card number, your Aadhaar card number is freely available.
Yeah. So, anyways, and that all is so advanced. I'm saying, on a basic level, also you've given up your information, age, sex, and all the basic information you've given up.
So they did this one test. If you go on any normal website, even if you go on Google, so as you search something on Google, you press enter, right? There'll be like 9 trackers on your IP address. It's very basic. You can find this out on the normal internet through one website. So what these trackers do is like a pixel code, bro. They know everything about you. They know all the basic information about you. They know the device you're using. They know the size of your device. They know your IP. If they know your IP, they know your location. They know your email ID. Now, if you see all websites, before you enter, they'll ask you cookie policy, accept or decline, right? What is cookie? Cookie means your IP is in their backend.
Yeah.
So you're being targeted with ads.
Like
You've seen that Cambridge.
no, I believe it. I believe it, and that's what I'm saying. Like the thing is with humans, what I realized, because I was just thinking, like, when I read all this news, first I was a little like, oh bancho, oh shit, they're taking away this is censorship, this is that, and then I was like, dude, what am I complaining about
You
privacy
clown.
for?
Don't be a bum.
Yeah, I'm a clown if I'm complaining about privacy because
Your privacy, you don't have none.
I have none.
Go to your bathroom.
And then I realized that the only privacy humans care for is the immediate privacy that we feel. So going into the bathroom and making sure that nobody sees you and you have your private time.
Exactly.
That is the only thing we care about. That's the fact with everything else. Like, for example, when you spend cash, there is a different feeling than when you swipe a card.
Absolutely.
It's a known fact.
Absolutely.
Right? Because you know exactly how much is going out as compared to you don't even know your fucking balance and you're just like, oh, it's 500
must
na?
be, correct.
ले लेना, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
Bro, and digital money is the new thing.
So privacy also now we care about only the physical privacy we have around us current.
Yes.
Going to the loo, having a phone call in private.
Correct.
All that we care about.
Correct.
But nobody gives a fuck if that phone call is being tracked, if one company knows exactly who I'm talking to, what business it is, or if I'm sending a message, is it being intercepted?
Are you saying that wherever you're physically placed is how you define privacy?
No, I'm
if you're
saying,
not around people, you're private.
I'm saying humans only care for what happens to us in the physical.
Okay. Physically, yeah, exactly, in the physical sense.
Physical sense.
So if you're alone at home, you have your privacy.
I have my privacy, but I don't, because I am being watched on a camera.
People know where you are, fam.
People know where I am.
You know?
But I don't give a fuck about that, because my curtains are shut.
Yo.
My neighbors can't see me.
Correct.
So I have privacy.
Correct.
You understand?
Correct.
So now how
Talk about a victim, bro. Talk about a victim. That's like that's a perfect victim.
So now how do you shut the curtains on these apps and
You can't.
the social platforms?
How are you going to do that?
You can't.
Everything is linked to that.
Chhod do, bro.
You know, that's like the roots of a tree. You're just a leaf. You're an accessory.
So leave it to the brands, leave it to the content creators, and just enjoy the show.
Bro, I feel that fuck it. You know, fuck it.
Mask off,
bro. Social media anyways, now how much ever you complain about it, the first thing that you do is check social media. Enjoy. Follow the right pages. You know, follow some nice honeys. You know, have a good time.
On that note, I have one question for you. What's the value of your public opinion?
Value of my public opinion. See, my public opinion is only extended to my close friends and family who actually take my opinion in a good way.
That's a private opinion.
Yeah, but that's my public opinion. I don't have no public opinion. Okay. You don't have a public opinion. What are you going to do, bro? Yeah. Go on the middle of the road and try fucking calling out your opinion. You'll get hit.
No, Twitter is public road only.
Twitter's done, right? Twitter's done. Twitter's now, if it's censored, it's not.
You know what I'm saying.
What I'm trying to say, what I'll counter you and say is that do you have a public opinion?
You can have a public opinion.
But how? If
like for example,
if it's being censored.
No. Right. If you think that, okay, this COVID thing is happening, your local MLA is not done enough, or the government is not doing enough, or you want to even compliment them, whatever it is, that's a public opinion, right? So you share an opinion that I went through a bad time, or the police treated me very wrong,
Correct.
or the police was so courteous to me that they helped me out, they gave me a ride, they gave me this, they really helped me out, whatever
Absolutely.
it is. So that's a public opinion.
Public opinion through a social media platform.
Now that's the only way you can have a public opinion.
Yeah.
You're not an anchor on a news channel.
Exactly. So that being said, with censorship and all being put into place, then who knows?
With the current situation, I'm saying
current situation,
today,
you have a public opinion to your followers.
So what is the value?
Value is what do you make of it? You know, it's if you have a good opinion, you might get that sort of attention and it might blow up. But if you have a fucking fuck all basic opinion, no one's going to give a fuck.
But who decides if an opinion is good or no? Because it's an opinion.
The public.
That's what I'm saying.
If the public fucks with it, you're a sensation overnight.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, like the whole Zomato incident.
Yeah.
Of that delivery boy who lost his job and had FIRs filed against him, and then with public opinion and with public interest, they found out that it was all fucking rigged.
Yeah. And I think that's the problem now, with all the censorship and these platforms becoming so big and regulations coming in. You're going to be scared. You're going to live in fear. Like you're going to be scared that if I say something against the government, they'll take action, right? And it's happened before. It's happened. People have posted memes and gone to jail. People have posted memes and goons have come to their building and attacked them. So all this has happened. Now with regulations coming in place, so you're obviously going to be scared. Okay, let's just fuck it, not share the public opinion only. Kai ko bolne ka?
True.
Right?
True.
Because Twitter or Instagram mein public ko diya power.
That's why, bro, who'll care about your opinion is your private opinion.
That's what.
Nobody will give a fuck about your opinion. Because right now, not too many people have opinions, bro.
Too many people have opinions and...
it's good not to have an opinion right now.
And no, but for example, if something happens with you, at least today you have a way to vent it out.
Yeah.
Like you have been mistreated or something. At least you have one platform. Even if you have 5 followers, you have one platform and those 5 followers can help you and share.
Sure.
So it has its pros.
No, it has I mean that...
But today...
What is Twitter? I think Twitter is like just a place for fucking people to grieve.
No, but just think about it. Today you're going to be scared to put it up because the government is going to flag it. The government is going to say you said something against us.
No, that I think that's one of the main agendas.
Yeah.
Is that there are too many opinions. ये थोड़ा opinion को कम करो.
Yeah.
थोड़ा censor करो.
You know the thing I hate the most about politics now is this, bro. Is about the government basically, not the government, but the political parties basically want you to select a side, right? So I'm not saying against being neutral. I'm saying against even not knowing which is the right side. So either they want you to be left or right, BJP or Congress. Okay, you can't have an opinion that okay, Modi has done good when it comes to this, and when it comes to these other things, I don't agree with what he has done. You can't have that opinion.
No.
Either
It's
you're a
only one
Modi
way.
bhakt,
Yeah.
either you're absolute pro Modi,
Yes,
or
yes,
either
yes,
you
yes,
hate
yes.
Modi
Yes.
and you're pro Congress.
Correct.
But you can't have a constructive criticism about the government. You can't be like, yes, certain things they've excelled in, they've done a very good job in, and certain things they have miserably failed. And now as a democracy, we have to take a decision and vote on it. No. That opinion is a fuck all opinion, you know.
Absolutely true.
So
I
what
think
they want you to do is they want you to select a side. They
Correct,
want you they want to divide the public.
Correct.
Okay, now what will happen? Imagine you say something against what I believe, right? If you'll say some bad things about Modi, and I'll be like, nahi, main to, you're absolutely wrong. And I'll counter with this and I'll counter with that. What will it do? It will just create a divide between you and me.
True.
And who does that help?
That only helps the fucking advertiser, na?
And the political parties.
Yeah, that's the advertiser.
Yeah.
Correct.
So when
As long as people are talking, no? As long as you're relevant, as long as you're in public news, you're in the fucking plus point.
And all these political parties want to make sure that you select a side, right?
True.
So it creates a divide between you and me because our opinion is wrong. But even though that opinion doesn't affect us in the day to day, we are not allowed to think freely and say that okay, thoda अच्छा भी है, थोड़ा बुरा भी हो सकता है. Take it with a pinch of salt.
Correct. But
Allowed ही नहीं है.
yeah, but I think that is the main agenda, na? It's that just what the man upstairs wants you to see, you see, bro. That's it. If he doesn't like it, it's off the internet. I mean, it's that's what comes with power.
Yeah. So
You
when
get to call the shots.
when I think like that, and then I'm like, yeah, fuck it. There is no value to a public opinion.
No, but your public opinion also, what you are saying now for very small issues. Like say for example, what would our public opinion be?
No, I'm not saying like small issues. I'm saying small issues or big issues. If today they can come out and flag it, right? If someone can decide if this opinion is good or bad, I'm saying let it be that my opinion is absolutely wrong, but it's an opinion, right?
But that's the reason for this censorship situation. Your opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter, bro. There's if you have an opinion, figure another way out because this shit ain't working now.
That's what I'm saying. So they just want you to say yes or no. They want you to be with this or be against it.
Correct.
Are you with the protest or you're absolute against the protest?
Correct.
Okay. But to share a public opinion, I think has no value today because it's like तेरे घर पे कर यार तू.
अभी इधर मत कर. मोर्चा इधर मत कर.
इधर है ना दो साइड, ब्लैक और व्हाइट, सिलेक्ट कर और आगे बढ़.
निकल ब्रो. Otherwise तेरे पे कुछ डाल देगा मैं.
हाँ, तू कौन सा साइड वाला है? तू वो है. You're
अच्छा हाँ.
You're a Modi bug. You're a Congressy.
अच्छा.
Okay.
See, that's the scene ना. It's basically like we discussed, one world, one government.
Yeah.
When that comes,
Yeah.
shit will get better.
Yeah.
When the Satan arrives.
Yeah, and today everybody should be like pro-India, bro. Country first, If you say that the government is doing wrong when they're doing wrong, and then you cheer and you support them when they're doing something right.
Correct, bro.
And this is not radical thinking, I think.
I think what talking about public opinion is that we have a public opinion right now. This is a public opinion.
This is a public opinion.
So if they want to censor it, go ahead. It's fine. Go ahead.
On that note, GLE.
We fucking gone.
Ciao.
If this video is not available, don't tell us anything. Yeah.